Hey folks, this is Mary. Welcome back to my channel. So, I recently heard, I think on Talks from the Hearts channel, that the Taroko Shop was back open on Etsy. And in case you don't know, the Taroko Design Shop makes Tomoe River notebooks. And they've been closed for a while. I think they were out of stock for a while, maybe. So I've been trying to get an order placed with them. So when I saw on her channel that they were open for business, I put in my order, and I think the items come from Taiwan. So of course it took a while for them to arrive. So my order finally arrived, and I was opening it, and I wasn't going to film it because, you know, it's just paper, and paper's not that exciting to look at unless you're doing something with it, so I wasn't going to film it. But I was opening the package, and the further I got into the package, the more interesting it became. So I have decided to do a little video for you. First of all, I wanted to say, I can't really show the packaging because my address is on there in like 3 different places, which is a good thing. That really makes sure that my package will get to the right place. But it also means I can't really show the packaging. But if you will recall from my Cult Pens unboxing, there was a torrential downpour the day the box arrived. And the poor little cardboard box was just melting from the rain. And it was no fault of Cult Pens, or really of the Postal Service, because the box was on my porch, but it was raining so hard, the rain was blowing onto the porch, and the poor little cardboard box was just dissolving from the rain. So, luckily, Taroko Designs wrapped the package in this really nice, sturdy, heavy plastic, which is a good thing for a paper product, because if you get paper wet, it can dissolve, it can warp, all kinds of bad things can happen to it. Pens and inks, if they get wet, it's not a big deal because most ink comes in glass bottles and the pens are pretty sturdy, so that wasn't a problem at all for that Cult Pens order. But for this Taroko order, if it was in a cardboard box and that got wet, that would be a problem. So very smart of them to wrap this in plastic. And there was a cute little sticker on the package, on this edge that I opened. It had a little postal stamp on it. And I pulled it off intending to save it. I was going to stick it in my journal, but heaven knows what that sticker is now stuck to. And then, excuse me, this sticker was on the box. And I thought that was really pretty. And I'm going to make sure there's no glare on that. I'm going to put that in my journal. I thought that was really cool. And I'm guessing that's the coordinates of the shop, which I thought was kind of unique. So anyway, opening the box, this was the package that the box came in. And of course it was just wrapped in that plastic, you know, this plastic bag. So we open the box, and there are all these wonderful things inside. I did not order this much stuff. There's much more in this box than what I ordered, which was why I was so excited to share it with you. So let's see what we have here. Now, okay, so these are the items that I ordered. And usually there's a flap on these things that you can open. Here we go. I don't know, I guess you could shrink wrap this stuff and seal it completely, but there's usually a flap somewhere that you can open. Which is nice, because then you can reuse the packaging if you ever need to send something else. Okay, I'm getting quite a collection of bubble wrap. So I'm just going to unwrap both of these things, and then I'll be able to talk about them both at the same time. And I'm sorry for the glare. I'm trying out this light over here, and it's a nice white light. Most of my light is very yellow, but this light is a nice white light, but it does seem to cause a lot of glare on things. So I'm trying to be more mindful of the glare. And this is just resisting my efforts, but aha! Scissors to the rescue. Oh, well, there's a nice shot of my arm. Okay, Miss Mary's getting a little impatient here. She just wants to get the package open. Oh, very, very well packaged. My goodness. Okay. So, well, I think there's going to be some glare no matter what I do. Okay. So this little notebook is in a plastic sleeve. So I'm going to take it out of the plastic sleeve so there won't be a glare on it. Okay. So this is what I ordered. This is the Enigma Notebook, which you're probably familiar with. And I did get the, what is it, the grade B one that's like the scratch and dent one, because, you know, I'm all about the bargain. So, and I've seen other unboxing videos where people have gotten the scratch and dent items, like, what are they, those leather covers, like Chic Sparrow. I think they have a scratch and dent sale or something like that. So people always examine them to see what's wrong with them. But again, I don't care. I'm not that picky. So, okay, so it looks like there's a little line or something here. So maybe it got glued funny. I don't know. Again, I'm going to have this in one of my nice journal covers, so I won't even see that part. And I might find a pretty sticker to stick on the front here. Oh my goodness. I don't order a lot from Etsy, but I have seen a sticker that a lot of people have, and I think it's from Documented Journey. And I could be wrong, but the sticker looks like a tree. It's like a tree trunk or a hollow under a tree. To me, it looks kind of like a hobbit hole. It's like a, I don't know, like a little burrow under a tree or something. And I'm getting way off topic here, but my point is I might find a nice sticker to go on the front here. So if you know of any nice sticker shops on Etsy that have pretty stickers, let me know. I would be interested to look around. But I think Documented Journey has some nice stickers. And of course, I just bought all those stickers at Walmart that were like $1 for 10 or something like that. So apparently this is an older version. This has a 2018 and a 2019 calendar in it. And I heard recently that that the people that make the Tomoe River Paper, what is their name? Tomoe, I think that's the company name. They have changed the composition of the paper. So I think the paper is a different thickness now. The paper is thinner and the coating is thicker or something like that. I can't remember, but anyway, the paper is different. It's still the 52 GSM paper, but the composition of it is different. So I would be very interested to know what that difference is like. So if you've experienced the difference in the Tomoe River Paper, please let me know. But since this is obviously an older book, I'm guessing this is an older book because it has a 2018-2019 calendar in it. I'm thinking that this might be the original composition of the paper. I'm not sure. But anyway, if you're not familiar with these books, they do have an index in them, so they are bullet journalish in that respect. Or, you know, you don't have to use this for a bullet journal. You can use it for whatever you want to. But then it has the dot grid paper. And I'm not a huge fan of the dot grid. I either like ruled or I like graph paper. And I did see a notebook on the Nanami Paper Company website. It's the Japanese version of the 7 Seas notebook. And it is graph, kind of like the Hobonichi graph, but I think it was a 7mm graph, if I'm not mistaken. And oh my goodness, that book would be perfect for me, and I want that so bad. But of course it's sold out. And I think Inky Rocks mentioned it on her channel. She saw one in a Japanese stationery store or something like that. So I don't even know if they're still available anymore, but hopefully they will bring that larger graph paper back, because the dot grid is just not my favorite thing, and the Hobonichi size graph is too teeny tiny. So in the back of the book, it does have these very cool ink swatch pages, and I don't know if you can see that, but it has a space for the ink, the pen, and the nib, and I guess that's the date when you ink up your pen, and then a spot here for a swatch. So that's really handy. Us pen people just love to list out our inks and swatch our inks and list our pens and all that fun stuff. So I feel like these people know their customers pretty well. So that is the Enigma Notebook, and that is the larger one. I think this does have the page count on the back of it. Where is that? No, I thought it did. I don't remember how many pages this has, but it does say copyright 2018, so that makes me think this is the older paper, perhaps. I don't know when the change was made in the paper, and I forget where I heard about the change in the paper, but there hasn't been a whole lot of fanfare about that. I guess the people at Tomoegama thought they would just sneak that in on us. Okay, so this is the other thing that I got, and this is what I saw on Talks from the Hearts channel, and this is something that I haven't used before. I have gotten the Enigma Notebook before, but the Breeze is a new book for me. So it's the same kind of book, it's just thinner, it's fewer pages, and I'll have to look up the pages, and I'll put those on the screen somewhere for us so we can all keep track of that. Oh my goodness, these end papers are crazy. This is highly textured. It feels almost like snakeskin or something. Not that I go around touching snakes that much, you know, but I have held snakes before, just in case anybody was interested to know that. So, just for comparison, I'm going to get out this Enigma and see what these Enigma papers are like. Okay, this is a very smooth, well, it's not very smooth. It has almost a linen texture to it. I can see the up and down striations in the paper, but this is definitely textured. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's, I don't know, it's very textured. It's like a honeycomb almost, but, you know, very small. Ooh, can you hear that? It's very interesting. Okay, so this is my first time with one of these, so let's see what's in this notebook. Okay, this does have an index page, a slightly different format from the index page in the Enigma Notebook, and it's a smaller index, of course, because this is fewer pages. So I guess they figure you'll need fewer index pages. And then in the back, let's see if there are swatch pages. Oh, yes, there are swatch pages. Very cool. Now, I think this is interesting. They have these marked year, month, and day. And when I write the date, I write day. I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. I can't even remember. I write month, day, and year. So I find it interesting that different countries write the date in different ways, and sometimes it's easy to get myself confused if I'm looking at somebody else's date, and, you know, if it's like February 2nd, well, that wouldn't make much of a difference, would it? Because it would both be 2/2. You know what I'm saying. The dates can be confusing. Okay, so that was what I ordered. And then this is something extra. So I'm going to open this up. Again, I'm going to take off that shiny plastic so we won't have a glare. And I'm trying not to make much of the crinkly plastic sounds that I hate so much. Don't like the crinkly plastic sound. Okay. All right, so this is a pencil board, and that is very exciting. So this has lines on it. So if I had a blank notebook, I could use this to guide my writing. And you can still see this, or I can still see this, even though there's a dot grid on here. I don't know, can you see that? Sorta. A little bit. But that's pretty cool. So it's good for writing, and it's good for keeping your lines straight, and it does have centimeters and inches on here. Thank you, Taroko Designs, for recognizing those of us who rely on inches. All right, very nice, and that just fits right in there. And there we go, very cool. And I was very interested in this little package. I don't know what this is. Again, crinkly plastic, very sorry. Actually, the bubble wrap isn't too crinkly, so that's not so bad. So, again, more, more crinkly plastic, sorry. Okay, there are two of these. And I am pretty sure that I didn't order this. Oh, it's graph paper. Oh, Taroko Shop, I love you. Oh, I just love graph paper. Graph paper is the best. Because the dots, I know this doesn't make any sense, but when I'm writing across a line of dots, I can't stay inside the dots. I will make a diagonal line across the dots, if that makes sense. Because if you look at the dots and you look at them sideways, you could make a straight line across the dots. And, you know, I've always been rather, I don't know, illogical with things like that. I don't follow things in straight lines, so I'm just going off the dots, and I don't find them helpful to write on. But a graph like this, I've got a line to write this way, or if I want to go this way, I can write. Oh, I love graph paper. Love it so much. These are adorable. Oh my goodness. Oop. Hold on, I got too much stuff here. I'm rearranging. If you'll recall, here is my cute little new pen notebook that I want to start doing my swatches in. And here's my currently inked notebook, and look at this. It's just the right size. Oh, so excited. Okay, so I had this notebook that I got from Goulet in the paper sample pack. And now I've got two more little notebooks to go in here so I can swatch all of my ink. Oh, I'm so happy. I know I'm squealing like a schoolgirl, but I can't help myself. This is fantastic. And see, this is the dots, and this is the grids. And I like the grid 100% better than the dots. You know, I didn't see these little graph notebooks for sale on their website, so I guess they just included them as like a little bonus sample, but I don't know if they're for sale or not. If they're for sale, oh my goodness, I want some more of these so much. Oh, that is wonderful. And I wonder if they're about the same size. Let's see. It's hard to tell. And I don't know if this is the same paper or not. You know, I don't know if this is Tomoe River Paper. There's so many different kinds of nice paper out there, which is good. I like variety and I like choice. So I will have to test out this paper, but if this is good for fountain pens, and why would Taroko Shop sell anything that's not good for fountain pens? But if this works for fountain pens, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to have all these notebooks for my new little pen notebook. Okay, I'm gushing. Sorry. I have to stop gushing. I'm so excited. Okay, so this was another little bonus too. This says, send a letter with the beautiful colors of the wind from Kobe, filling it with poetry, art, and love. Yes, that's how we can open new doors anytime. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, and it says, thank you from Wen at Taroko Design. Oh, isn't that nice? Can you see that? So pretty. Original color ink produced by Nagasawa. Wow. So I've heard of Kobe inks. I wonder if these are the different colors of the Kobe inks. So beautiful. Alrighty. Well, I think the postman just came, and I think Gus heard him, so it's probably time to wrap this up before he starts barking. But I just wanted to share my little order from the Taroko Shop with all of these wonderful goodies in it. I'm so amazed. This is so generous of them to share all of these things with me. There's not much better than a nice journal. And there's not much better than that than a nice Tomoe River Paper journal. But these little extras just make it that much more special. So thank you, Taroko Shop, and thank you, Talks from the Heart, for alerting me to the fact that they're selling items. And thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.